AL, IAL, and IC definitions. Remember, these suffixes often signal adjectives formed from nouns, and they can also signal nouns formed from verbs. Keep that in mind. So basically, any word that ends in AL, IAL, IC is either going to be an adjective or a noun. Also, they end up meaning something related to the root word. So, poetic. IC, root word is poet, becomes an adjective having to do with the melodic flow of verses. Basically means having to do with poetry, or a poem, or a poet, poetic. The lover wrote a poetic sonnet which rhymed. Rhyming, a sonnet's a type of poem. Poetic describes the sonnet, so it's an adjective. You have the adjective describing your noun, which is a sonnet. Fictional. Adjective, again you have the word fiction. The AL means it's something having to do with fiction. It's an adjective that describes untrue or from the imagination. Fictional stories are imaginary, not true. Fictional in this case describes the word stories. Magnetic. Also an adjective. Again, IC means it has to do with a magnet. Having the property of attracting metals. The needle is magnetic and attractive to iron. So magnetic, the adjective, describes the word needle, describes what the needle is. Then you have tutorial. According to Spelling City, tutorial is an adjective. I'm not sure why, because it's actually a noun. So when you play which part of speech for this, you need to write down that it will be an adjective in Spelling City, but it's really a noun. I'll get blue out for this. So you really need to know that this is a noun. In reality, it's a noun, but I can't edit that in Spelling City. Tutorial is a noun. It means a session of learning. Because look at this sentence. I took a tutorial on math to improve my skills. The tutorial is the actual thing that I took. It's a thing. It's an idea. It's a place where you are. It's something you're doing. It's a noun. It's not describing anything else in the sentence. The tutorial on math, that describes the tutorial, but the tutorial in this case is a noun. It's not an adjective. Unfortunately, just so you know, when you do your word game on part of speech, you're going to need to know that tutorial in that case will be an adjective. These boards are about to fall down. Alright, memorial. Noun, a moment, a monument, or event that honors someone. So this one is the one where it started out as a verb, and it turns into a monument or event that honors someone, a memorial. The big memorial reminds us of the soldiers. Again, this is a noun, a thing. Betrayal comes from the verb betray. It's a noun. It's an active disloyalty that has harmful results. His betrayal was disloyalty to his country. So he betrayed his country when he was disloyal, and that's called a betrayal.